Come out a little bit so you guys can see some of the color on this tactical green. I love the tactical green. You can see the garage has changed up a bit. I bought my very first Nissan. Then if I need to step on it a little bit, right? Like if I just need to get on it a little bit, like, ooh, I mean, instant power.
Yeah, there's love, there's hate, lies and games, faith.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. And yes, you can see the garage has changed up a bit. I bought my very first Nissan, and I'm going to bring you guys along for the first drive. Well, it's not really the first drive, but first drive in my 2024 Nissan Frontier SL. Now, a lot of you guys are probably confused as to why I would make this move, especially when financially it wasn't the smartest move. Financially, it would have been smarter to keep the Golf R that I had. The Golf R that I had was financed at a cheaper rate because the rates were lower when I got that one. So effectively, I'm paying more for this. Plus, I transferred over the negative equity from like 3 different cars into this. So I'll do a whole video going over the financials of this. But all in all, I would do it again because for me and my family, this was the right choice. And I'll give you guys the upside real quick on why this is like the right choice for me. Like I'll give you guys a quick little details about why the Nissan Frontier SL works so well for me over the Golf R. So we already have the Honda Civic Type R here, right? So essentially I had 2 of the same type of cars. I had the Golf R, I had the Type R. And if I had to get parts for either car, I would, like big parts, I would either have to use my wife's SUV or rent like a U-Haul truck or anything like that. And it was just like, that was becoming bothersome. So I was like, you know what? Let me diversify everything because there's certain things that can't even fit in our CX-90 that now we can throw it in the bed of the truck. And then if I needed to really go ham on the Type R, which is what I plan on doing. So I plan on doing like a big turbo build on our Type R. Do everything to make it, this is going to be a roll race car. That's going to be the goal of it. I plan on making it like a 550 roll race car. And you know, if I want to trailer it to like a roll race event at like OSW or something like that, now I can hook it up to the truck, bring it there. If there's parts or anything I need to get, throw it in the back of the truck. That's why this makes a lot of sense for me and my family. And it's also going to make a lot of sense for you too because it's an awesome truck. So without further ado, let me take you guys along for the first drive in here, and I'll explain some of the features and things that make this vehicle so awesome. So let's go. So not only is this my first Nissan product ever, like the first Nissan I've ever purchased, it's also the first vehicle I've ever purchased with an automatic start. So let me show you how that works. And then hold this down. Bam, roars to life. Man, I love this. I love the fact that it comes with an automatic start. That is so awesome. And then to get in, you just hit that. And, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to lower the music. All right. So, it tells you here to push a brake and start to drive. So, you do that. And just like that, you're good to go. So if you live in a colder climate, this is gonna be perfect. But yeah, let me take the car out and I'll continue this first drive in my 2024 Nissan Frontier SL. All right, so before we head off on the first drive, let me just go over some of the features and some of the things that I actually really love about this truck. So, sorry, first of all, it's been rainy and gloomy over here in Florida lately, but it's fine. So you can't really see the pop of the color, but I'll go over some of the basic specs. So these are 265 65R17 tires on here. So we're on 17-inch wheels. I love the wheels, love the design. They're dirty now because obviously I had to drive it in the rain and everything. But more than anything, I love this tactical green color. This tactical green is just perfect. And the reason why I opted for the 24 over the 25 is because of the cleaner look. Because all of this here is body color match, and then just a little bit of, you know, the plastic silver, you know, different color in the middle here, but it's tastefully done, and everything else is body color match and beautiful, which is very, very important to me versus like the black, you know, just, I don't know. I'm sure they were trying to go for a rugged look, but it just broke up the colors and I didn't really like it. This looks classy and tasteful, right up my alley. I love it. Love the color. It's such a unique and different color. I love it. Another reason you can lock and unlock just by hitting that button there. And then you have these wonderful leather seats. Look how beautiful and soft, and even the, you know, here it's like leather, like just a beautiful leather seat. You got tow mode, you got, I think this is for cruise control. Yeah, so cruise control there. You got the 400 watt, 150 watt, 120 volt AC outlet in the back there. Guessing that is for your, I'm learning all this in real time. It's my first one of these trucks, so yeah. So I'm guessing that's like safety stuff, you know, for all the sensors around the vehicle. You have a cargo lamp here. You could take traction control off there. That's your emergency brake right there. Very, very simple. And unlike the Golf R, we got physical knobs for everything. Like just a beautiful truck. We have a heated steering wheel, heated seats, you know, this is like, it fits me perfect. Then we got the Fender audio system. So we got the Fender audio system. One thing that is not great, but it's a truck, so it's only automatic up and down for the driver's side. Everything else you got to like basically hold it down. But oh, let me make sure and open up here, open it up, and you get a lot of leg room because I'm 6'6". I have the seat pushed all the way back. There's still leg room here. I can fit 3 car seats in the back here. I have my photography equipment, so I have that side of the seat pushed down. There's a subwoofer right here that you guys can see, a Fender subwoofer right there. It is powerful. It's great. You got a nice bed in the back. This is like a 5-foot bed, which is perfect for me. This is one of the other reasons why I chose this over like other trucks, is because of the 5-foot bed and because of the stature. I can fit it in my garage, as you guys saw earlier. So if you go with some of the bigger vehicles, you can't fit it in the truck. But one of the main reasons, other than, you know, and then look, we got the spray and bed liner, we got tie downs. There's just so much. I'm already looking up parts and performing parts and stuff for this. There's so much we can do with this truck. So it's a naturally aspirated V6 engine, right? Let's get to it there. Now, cool thing I like about this that neither the Type R or the Golf R had is, let's see, is this like that? Yes. Bam, you got hood struts. You know, you got hood struts. No prop rod here. I like how everything is just easily accessible. You got your intake here, V6 there, big battery here, simple to get to. No gimmicks, no tricks, just reliability. And that's, I would say that's the main reason why I opted for this over many other vehicles. Is that, so if you guys have been with the channel for a while, you guys know I've owned 6 different Tacomas, and all my Tacomas have all been manual gearbox. I prefer manual gearbox vehicles, but this thing was so good with the naturally aspirated V6. I had to get this because it's the last one. So the only other choice I had really was a Jeep Gladiator, and I'm not much of a Jeep guy, or the Honda Ridgeline. And I actually really like the Honda Ridgeline, but this is a little bit more of a truck versus it. But listen, I wouldn't be surprised if one day I add on. I may start up a truck channel and have like the Honda Ridgeline, the Frontier, and the Tacoma, and buy up all of them and just kind of put them through their paces and see which one I like best. So that, you know, comment below, let me know if that's something like that. That would be a different channel. So if you guys want to see me do that. But the main purpose of this is to go get groceries, go make whatever runs. Like, you know, I'm going to be linking up with Will Motivation. We're going to be doing some real estate stuff. So this would be a good vehicle to get all that stuff done with. And then as I'm hooking up the Type R, with the Type R, you know, as we make it faster, I may get a trailer and trailer it to the, you know, to whatever race location that we want to go to and stuff like that. So it's gonna fit my lifestyle perfectly. Like it's perfect, and it's gonna be fun to mod it too, because I heard that I forgot the name of the company. You guys know the name of the company. I think it's Z1 Performance, but you guys could comment below, let me know if you know. There's a supercharger kit for this, so I may supercharge it. I'm probably gonna do the intake, may even possibly do headers as well. Like that's something that I'm considering as well. But we're gonna make this truck rowdy. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead, let's take it for a drive, and I'll kind of go over what the driving and ownership experience is like so far. So we're off driving our 2024 Nissan Frontier SL, and how fitting, Hot One Elite just messaged me and was like, dude, how are you enjoying that truck? And I had to respond back to him. I was like, dude, I love it, man. Like, it literally just kind of gives me peace. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, I feel so peaceful driving it. Like, I have huge range. Like, I think I get like 420 miles of range when I fill up, because it has like I think like a 21 yeah, I think like a 21 gallon tank, if I'm not mistaken. I'll write the actual one here, but yeah, I think it's like 21 gallons. But it's just the freedom it gives you, man. Like, I know if I need to go grab something, I could throw it in the back of the truck, throw some hammers back there, like like, you know, I could just enjoy driving it, right? And then if I need to step on it a little bit, right, like if I just need to get on it a little bit, like, woo! I mean, instant power, like so it's just, you know, and it's a 9-speed automatic. I think it's Mercedes-Benz source 9-speed automatic. It's an amazing truck, man. Like, for what it is, and the fact that it's a mid-size truck with a 5-foot bed that I could fit in the garage right next to the Type R. I don't have to worry about parking it outside. It has this beautiful color. It has the Fender sound system, the nice big subwoofer. Like, there's so many things that it has going for it that just puts me in a good mood, man. It just makes me happy. Like, see, if I had a big truck like that, you know, Dodge there that just rolled up, I'd have to park it outside, or I'd have to get a much bigger garage, you know, so it wouldn't work. But this is naturally aspirated, so it's super dependable. You know, it's a tried and true engine that's been around forever. So I'm very, very happy with it, man. I can't say that enough. I'm extremely happy with it. I love just the one of the things I don't like. So there's this automatic start stop thing. That's something that I would want to get disabled, and I know that I think Z1 Performance, or one of those companies, they have a mod for that. So I may potentially go ahead and like get that taken out. That's something that I might do. But yeah, so just to make sure that it never activates, so that's something I may do. There's a lot of little things that this thing just has going for it that it just ticks the boxes for me, man. Like, the fact that it's very old school in nature. It has like, it feels like hydraulic steering wheel, so like I love that, you know. Like, so it's not like electrical like most cars are, you know. That's something that I actually really enjoy. And because you see, like, it's rainy right now in Florida, and when it floods here, because it's lifted from the factory, like, I have like great ground clearance, because that's the only thing we really have to worry about here is just, you know, flooding and stuff. But I don't think our area doesn't necessarily flood, but in case it does, I'm glad that we have the truck that we can get in, take the whole family, and get out and go wherever we need to go. So I think that's pretty cool. There's just a lot of little things that just, it makes me happy about it, you know. I do plan on modding it, like I said. Like, so there's going to be tents, there's probably going to be some performance mods, and, you know, getting rid of the start stop thing. Like, right now you just press the button and you get rid of it, but the instant torque, the instant, like, you know, available horsepower, all of that is just amazing to me. The fact that I can go anywhere with it is just, and it's not even 4-wheel drive, but for most people, like my last truck, I had a 2022 Tacoma, right? I had a 2022 Toyota Tacoma, and that was 4-wheel drive. I never used it. I always kept it in rear-wheel drive, and it got me everywhere I needed to go, you know? So, you know, and the fact with it being 2-wheel drive means it's a little bit lighter, so it's probably gonna be a little bit faster, which means a lot to me. And wow, look at that. Yeah, by the way, shout out to everybody that rock with us. Shout out to Racecar21. Shout out to Cutie Chaotic, Blueprint 1 Elite, 100 Grand Nate. Shout out to Will Motivation. Shout out to Hamza, aka Moose2X. Shout out to Speed Life. Shout out to Fast Life. Like, shout out to all you guys, man. Like, I'm so happy with this choice, and I'm just happy that I get to share this with all you guys and share the journey that we're going to have with this, because we're going to be doing a lot of traveling. We're going to be, it's going to give us the access to do more with our Type R. So there's going to be a lot of things happening with this truck that it's just going to open up things on the channel big time, like big time. But I would say another thing too that I think works really well for me with this truck. So when I had the Type R and the Golf R, like if I had to go to a meeting or something like that, like people would always, because like I said, I'm 6'6", so every time I'd get out the Golf R or get out the Type R, people kind of look at me like, it's just a little bit weird, right? But I get out of this truck and everybody's like, oh, okay, yeah, this fits, no biggie, you know what I mean? And the fact that it has such a special color too just makes me happy. Like the same thing with the Type R. I feel like the Type R and Boost Blue, that's like a really special color. So I actually genuinely enjoy that. I enjoy this. As from a photographer standpoint, for those of you that know, I'm a professional photographer. Like, I get excited just thinking about taking photos with this vehicle because of the color. It's so different. Like, you know, once I'm probably gonna have a couple models featured on the channel soon, and it'd be cool to shoot them with this color. Like, it's gonna be cool just to see how it all comes about. It'd be cool to put this in different like settings, different places, and see what it looks like. You know, it's just awesome, man. And the beauty of it is that knowing that it's dependable, that is bulletproof, and I actually plan on keeping this long term. Like this and the Type R are going to be two long-term vehicles. I know you guys get tired of me switching out in and out of vehicles. I've been doing that a lot, but I plan on keeping this truck long-term, and God's willing, I'd like to keep the Type R long-term as well. And the next vehicle that I plan on adding on to the channel is most likely going to be a BMW M2 with the manual gearbox. So that's something that I plan on doing. Now, financially, like I said, this wasn't the greatest decision because I am paying more for this than I was paying for the Golf R, but I think long term it's going to end up being the right move financially as well, and I'll explain that in a future video. But yeah, man, I think that, you know, for anybody that's considering getting a truck or considering getting a mid-size truck, I highly recommend the Nissan Frontier. If you want something that's more off-roadish, then you can go get like the Nissan Frontier Pro X or Pro 4X. You know, you can even get like a SL like this with 4-wheel drive, and it'll be just fine. You just switch up the tires, you know. But I think this is perfect for those of you that just want a truck. You're not going to be doing off-road stuff, and you just, you know, want the convenience of having a truck. Then you can get this in the 2-wheel drive with the, you know, the SL trim with the standard luxury, you know, that you have in here. And I think like it's perfect. Like it'll get whatever you need to get done, unless it's something extreme, it's going to get it done. Like, I think it's amazing, and I highly rate it because Toyota has gotten out of the naturally aspirated V6 gang. Like they're not a part of it anymore. So if you want a naturally aspirated V6, then you really only got like the Honda Ridgeline, which a lot of people don't really consider that a truck. Then you have the Jeep Gladiator, and some people don't really consider that a truck, like, you know, or, you know, because it is more of a Jeep, I guess, you know, like it's closer to being a Wrangler. But and then you have this, you have the Nissan Frontier, which is a tried and true truck. It's a real truck. So like, I think it's amazing. You guys comment below and let me know what you think. And if you were planning on getting a new Nissan Frontier, which one would you go for? Would you go for the 24s that has a smoother look, like the better, to me, the body color match front makes it better looking in my opinion? But some of you might like the black cladding and, you know, the more aggressive front on the 25s with the bigger screen. I like how nice and subtle everything is in here. It doesn't have Frontier written here. It's just classy. It's classy, clean design. I love it. You guys comment below. Let me know which one you prefer. and let me know what type of content you'd like to see me do with this truck, because like I have a lot of things planned. I have a lot of videos lined up already. I'm also, so by the way, shout out to Blueprint One Elite. He actually dropped a video that I was actually planning on making myself. Like I already have some of it recorded, but I didn't finish it up. But I wanted to basically point out that I kind of have the whole Nissan Honda merger completed in my garage, like, because I have a Honda Civic Type R and I have the Nissan Frontier. So I have those two, you know, already, and I have a lot of ideas on how they can make that marriage work really, really well. So you guys comment below, let me know, you know, like if you're going to be excited to see that video, because I think there's going to be some amazing video if the merger goes through, because it's also going to include Mitsubishi. So I think if it goes through, I think you're going to get some awesome vehicles, and I have some ideas on how these companies could expand and make better money. Like everybody's thinking EV. I'm thinking to dial it back and reinvest into ICE vehicles, into the you know, internal combustion engine. I think sometimes newer isn't always better. You know, sometimes old school, you know, you can perfect certain things in old school and make it better, and make it better for humanity as a whole. But I'll touch on that when I get into that video. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoy this one. And with that, race car friends, out. So I had to bring you guys out here and just show you one of the benefits of having a truck is that you can take it pretty much anywhere and it just works. And now the sun has come out a little bit, so you guys can see some of the color on this tactical green. I love the tactical green color. You guys comment below, let me know what you think. Like, I love it. I love it. It is gorgeous to me. And it's so much fun to drive too. Like the naturally aspirated V6, that just works. That just works. But check it out. Let me know what you guys think. And then let me go around a little bit and I'll show you guys just some of the Florida views that we got out here. Check that out. Check it out. I don't know. I'm like a huge fan of nature, so just being out in nature and, you know, seeing the beautiful views like this, it just does it for me, man. But yeah, man, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun for me to make.